Let's talk about light discipline in a fight or interpersonal conflict, however you want to put it. If you are in that situation and you are using a light to save your life, particularly a flashlight of some varietal, uh, you have to realize that in the dark, the light is giving away your position. Now, you might be facing multiple opponents, or you might be searching for an opponent. Doesn't particularly matter. If you are not actively engaged, deactivating your light might save your position, and that's definitely information that you want to keep proprietary. You don't want bad guy to know where you are. A couple of ways of achieving that. The first is to simply turn off your light. That's not always as easy as it sounds. If you sit in a dark room and you take the batteries out of your flashlight, you can just click it, and you can understand that that sound can be as loud as a gunshot in the dark, particularly if somebody's searching for you and you're trying not to be found. The next thing is a sort of a device on flashlights. Many flashlights these days have a temporary on feature where you depress the button, but not all the way, and the light comes on. One thing we've learned is that people under stress tend to do things at 100%. They don't do this 50% on stuff. They just tend to press that button. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to you. I'm just saying be prepared for that. The next is a technique called muzzling or muffling the light. And what that looks like is you take your flashlight and put it either in the palm of your hand or put it on your chest. Sometimes you'll hear somebody say the leg. That one's a little more difficult to reconcile, but give it a try. Little side-by-side comparison here. These are two flashlights that both feature crowned bezels. Now, combatives instructors the world over will tell you that a crowned bezel is very good for impact. You can whack some guy in the skull with it. You can embed it in the knuckles or the metatarsals of the hand, metacarpals of the hand. The softer the crown, people don't really tend to comment on that. But if you think about hiding your light in your hand or in your chest, you're going to want a softer crown. A little demonstration as to why I suggest using your chest light. With my flashlight, modern LED technology, embedding that in my hand kind of turns me into a nice pretty night light. Compare that to putting it in my chest. Now, if I don't drive it in all the way, I develop this halo kind of thing. So you're going to have to put it in there, and that's not comfortable light. If I have a softer bezel, all the better. But the flashlight you have is the flashlight you have. Sometimes you're working with yours, sometimes you're working with somebody else's. Just the way of the world. Those are some considerations and thoughts. Experiment, test it for yourself.